We started off our morning kayaking. 10 out of 10. That's always been our favorite thing about this place. Even their adult resort, we went last year and it was beautiful. Like, we actually were supposed to go on their catamaran today, and I'm super sad we missed that. Last night when we went to bed, they said it would probably be too choppy, and then this morning we had to wake up by 7 if we were gonna go, and because we thought it was too choppy, I just didn't wake up. Kids just left to the kids pool. Preston and I are really quickly gonna go check out the adult pool, but look at how gorgeous. I will never like get past this view. The craziest part is I feel like as soon as you get to a place like this, you can never like truly take it in, because you need like a side-by-side of like where you came from and then here, you know what I mean? So we're gonna take my nice camera. We're actually gonna go take an announcement photo, I think maybe. Thank you. I hate ordering virgin drinks because, you know, it just is like ridiculous. They're always like, do you just want some juice? It's so windy, I don't even think you guys can hear me, but I asked for a virgin margarita and he was like, do you mean lemonade? Yes, okay, I know. I'm taking the top off. My boobs do not fit in anything right now, especially this swimsuit. So we're gonna have to like Photoshop out some. I don't even know what I was saying here, so we're just going to mute it. But this view is so beautiful. I love that they still have like small little things that you can do as a couple, even though it is a family resort. You know, for somebody who doesn't have a big forehead, the wind is great. But for somebody where I have a big forehead, it's funny, you know, a lot of people on my channel think I don't know that. Like a lot of haters and think they're like making a new discovery.
like you have no.
You have a big forehead. Oh, good observation. Just finished, called my dad though, and he was like, okay, I need you. So either the baby's crying or one of the kids got hurt. You know, that's all great and dandy that this hotel is huge and has lots of activities and lots of pools until you're trying to make it to the opposite end of the resort in a rush. You have to go potty? So you guys have just been swimming right here? Yeah. Kids swam a little bit. We went and had some dinner, and I actually checked out their kids club, which is like one of the really like popular amenities. I was about to think that my camera was gonna lose service because we were going in and out. They have like different activities at different times. They have a tie-dye one right now that we're gonna drop the kids off to do. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little nervous. I'm not the one to like usually use the kids like daycare, but because it's activities, I think they'd be really fun for the kids. I actually was asking if adults are allowed because I was like, maybe I'll just like stay with them. Like I just want them to do the activity. We don't necessarily need the daycare aspect. We've had a lot of help from our parents, but they said no parents allowed. Elliot changed into this outfit. This is Aura's outfit, Avery's outfit, and then Levi's outfit. I love this. Don't you love it? And it matches so nice because it's a set. Easy. These sunglass things have been lifesavers, you guys. They're so cheap from Amazon, and it's kept the sunglasses actually present on our trip. What if they finish the activity before the next activity? They just play?
Tie-dye.
Okay.
Tie-dye at 7 is show the talent, and the last activity is moving on.
So if they finish headbands before tie-dye, do they just play until then?
Every activity is for around 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a coffee and I'll come back and check on you, okay?
Okay.
I love you. I'm like so that parent that would just watch through the window the entire time. My camera is giving up on me, you guys. It's been near the sand and the ocean for too long. Like it doesn't open all the way, like the lens, and then as you can see, the focus has already been a problem in the lighting. Also, the kids keep using my camera to film because they want to make their own vlogs. So obviously not to upload, but just for them. We came to this like really pretty lobby area with the baby, and I'm gonna put a lot of my footage on here. I'm just scared that the camera is gonna break and then I'm gonna lose all of this footage. I got a latte, Preston got a marg. Oh my gosh, baby, you need another tequila drink. We've been meaning to find one this whole trip and we haven't. I just stubbed my toe. Yesterday they set up the cutest little monkey thing here and the kids loved it, and then today we came back into the room earlier and look at how cute this is. They put their names, even the kids were like, how do they know our names? I know you guys are sick of hearing about pictures, and listen, I'm sick of taking them at this point. Like, I'm not even good at them in the first place, and now we've got to do it all day. But with kids, it's too hard for me to do it when they're like all around and like during activities. So right now my dad just went to grab them. I'm so curious to see like if they had fun, if they want to stay longer, or if they're like, get me out of here. But he's gonna bring them over and maybe we'll have them in some pictures too if they were ready to leave. If not, I'm putting on my nice dress, okay? When's the last time I even put on a nice dress? The only thing I don't love about my room being like front and center is like I feel like the people from the pool can see me. I got so sunburned today. I didn't put on any like sunscreen. Oh, you can see it from my back. Don't zip up my skin. Ah! I have a fear of my skin being zipped up. It's never even happened. This hole I think is supposed to be very little. I just don't know. Should I wear my hair down? Okay, I think what we should do is, the kids are down here, I think. Funny, the camera makes it look lighter out, actually. So pretty. We always are so bad about coming to the actual beach whenever we come here because there's so much like beautiful hotel. Thank you. That's not good.
We are in Spiral.
We're in the family area that is behind the kids club. Oh, okay, I know where that is. Oh my God, I almost had a heart attack. I was gonna say, I definitely know that there was an activity this time. This way, baby. Okay, don't mind me. There they are. Look how cool.
This is for Aura.
Aww.
Mine is with Alea. This is for Aura. And those two are for Aura and Rebecca.
Okay.
You can give that one to Mill. I made that one.
Oh, how cute. They made a little tie-dye thing. Sorry, I know it's so dark. Usually for this time of night, it's like 9 p.m. It's a little late because we got distracted. Put it in the stroller, baby. Can you put it in the stroller? It's sticking to my phone. We just were talking to some people outside of the little kids club for like 45 minutes. But anyways, we usually go back to the room at this time and start like winding down with the kids. Because tonight's our last night, we're gonna like hang out outside a little bit longer. We didn't get the chance to eat at this restaurant. We kept trying to make a reservation, but then we would change our mind. Avery's cotton candy. Current time, I have gotten so many questions about this trip, so I figured we'd whip through a little Q&A about our stay at this hotel and all of that jazz. First question, how many days did we stay and what was the cost of it? 6 days?
Or 7 days, 6 nights.
Yeah, 6 days, 7 nights.
7 days, 6 nights.
I really think that with that many kids is necessary to like do all the parks and really experience everything. As far as price goes, a lot of people think because I partnered with the hotel that we didn't pay anything. That's definitely not true. We were fortunate to have them cover some of the trip, but we paid for majority of our trip. As far as cost goes, I got a lot of people asking like, how much does it cost? And it really depends on the time of year. I know the last time I looked at their website, kids stay free. Kids weren't staying free when we went. They were right before we went, so that kind of like, keep an eye out for that kind of sale because it does seem to happen a lot. And I think when we stayed, it was around $1,000 a night for the room we stayed in, but it definitely can go up to like literally, I think that a week after we were gonna stay, it was like $2,500 a night. It depends when you book and it depends on like the time of year and all of that. I recommend going, I would say like February or March. We went in April, like the beginning, or no, the end of April. And it was very, very hot at that point. But I feel like if we would have come 2 or 3 weeks before, it would have been perfect weather. We went for our honeymoon in February and that was just a little too cold. But you have to be careful because then you run into like spring break and like the price is fluctuating. So it's really tricky, but the concept and the idea that I'm trying to tell you guys is that the price does always change literally within days. So if you look today and you are like, oh my gosh, there's no way, look in 2 days and you might feel like I could do this trip 3 times over again because it's so affordable. Do your kids call Preston dad? This isn't relevant to the vacation, but I get this question a lot. No, they call them
Preston.
Call him Preston.
Well, I'm just Preston.
The kids know who their dad is. Like their dad is involved in their life. Kids or no kids type of vacation. So this is a good question. So they have 2 different resorts that we've stayed in. The one we went for our honeymoon is not for kids. I don't even think there's kids allowed on the property. But the one we stayed at this time, which is like just kind of like you know, it's still on the same property. It's just kind of divided. It's a really big property. It's meant for families and kids, so there's activities for everybody. Personally, I enjoy bringing my kids on any vacation more than not bringing them 9 times out of 10. There's like one time a year that I like us to just do like, you know, like an anniversary trip or something that's just us. But it makes it more memorable when the kids are there. It's a lot more work. It's a lot more money, but it's a lot more memory as well. Plus, I feel like as a parent, don't you feel this way? If you go on vacation without your kids, you're just talking about your kids
just
anyways.
thinking about what they would think and all
So
that
you might as
stuff.
well just bring them. Is your dad still with Rhonda, or she just didn't come? My dad is still very much with Rhonda. She actually was on a cruise at the time that was like pre-planned during the time that we went to like on that vacation. I love that your family goes on the trip with you guys. However, for families that may not have the family, do you think it would be easy with just you two and the kids? Easy? No, never. No, even with family's help, it was not easy, but it's definitely doable. We do most of our vacations without family's help, without a nanny, without another person with hands. So yes, absolutely, it is doable without family's help. The only thing I will say is the reason why we brought his mom is because we did know that we wanted to do the parks, and we had at the time, I think she was like 6 months old. Doing those water parks and such with a 6-month-old would have actually been really, really hard. Like, I wouldn't recommend if you have a baby going and doing that without help, but if you have kids above like 1, I don't think you need help. Is it overwhelming traveling with kids, or do they all get along pretty well? This is like majority of the question, just like tips for traveling with kids. I think understanding that shit's gonna hit the fan, it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna be chaotic. I mean, I think we told each other that 5 times before we went on the trip. Like, just expect chaos, and then it's way less chaos because you know it's gonna happen. So yes, it was overwhelming, it was hard, but it was worth it. And just having the standard that it's not gonna go peacefully makes it go more peacefully. Not peaceful, but more peacefully. And yes, the kids definitely fought. Like, they did not, just because we were in a fun place, like the happiest place on earth, Disneyland, is always usually the most unhappiest place on earth for kids. Where are your matching mommy-daughter dresses from? I actually got them from Marshall's. We went like a couple days before, and because it was almost Easter, they had Easter dresses. Were you able to have alone time with your husband? We actually did get like an hour and a half at the adult pool, but again, we didn't expect to have that. If we would have expected to have that and then we didn't get it, we might have been let down. Must-haves for a baby on a plane. First flight with my 6-month-old. I get that all the time too.